My name is Jesse. I'm adapting to some new equipment here. It probably won't look any different on your end, but it looks different on my end. Um, it's raining, so I'm in my car. And tomorrow, the polar vortex is supposed to hit the Midwest. It's supposed to hit really hard up north. And I really want to, I'm going to make quite a few videos this week, hopefully. But I really want to talk about how to prepare for this polar vortex because just yesterday I saw someone on it was on social media somewhere talk about doing the Wim Hof method, and this particular person got frostbite on the feet because these people were going without shoes, and they I think they walked like a kilometer without shoes in the snow. Let me talk to you a little bit about this. I love the enthusiasm whenever people first get into Wim Hof method. I had it. You should see these pictures. Maybe sometime I'll post the pictures on my blog, which is below. Of my first experience in the snow. I went out and it was snowing. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get out there. I went out just barefoot, with no gloves on, and just completely just got out in the snow. And the problem was my feet and my hands hurt so bad that I really couldn't enjoy the cold exposure. I couldn't really stay out very long because my hands and feet were just screaming in pain. And the problem that happened with this particular person with the feet happens a lot, and it's whenever people push past the numbness that does come with eventually you won't feel that pain anymore because it'll go numb, and they just keep going and going and going, and you can get frostbite, guys. So if you're going to go out, and especially if you're not trained, okay, you see me go out and I'll do some barefoot, but if I'm going for a real long walk, if I'm going to go a kilometer or more, I will, unless I'm doing a specific challenge to myself and say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm at a phase where I can do that. I go outside every day in the wintertime. I go outside every single day to take my dog out twice a day, and I go in bare feet and just shorts only. My neighbors think I'm crazy, but the thing is, that's a very short thing. I'm out maybe 5-10 minutes, and that's it. And over time, that has really built a great resilience to my extremities. You're not going to have that if you haven't trained on a regular basis. And even now, even after the years of doing Wim Hof method and cold exposure, as long as I've done it, it's not a given that if I go out, I'll never have any problems. I was actually just about a week ago, we had a really good snow, really cold snow here in the Midwest. And I was out meditating in the snow for a long time. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. I went inside and I had no problems at all. I was out there 20-30 minutes, direct contact, with my feet to the snow. The wind was blowing. It was very, very cold, the wind chill and everything. I didn't have any problems. Now, the very next day, because and then of course, that was just one exposure. I went out multiple times because I was like a little kid in a candy shop. I'm sorry. I have so much fun with the snow, and I feel so deprived of the snow that whenever it happens, I jump around and I go around. The point is, the very next day, a friend of mine wanted to do some photos, so I was like, cool, man. Awesome. Take my picture. That's awesome. And you can see some of these photos on my Instagram, but anyway, I was out there and I did some meditation and some poses and things like that. And I got cold really fast. And my feet started to really hurt quickly. And the reason for that is because I had done so much the day before. It's like doing leg day 2 days in a row. Or it's like, you have to really think about, okay, look at the weather. It's going to be here in Indiana. It's going to be a high of 3 degrees Fahrenheit, which is this Celsius. Sorry, I can't do that one off the top of my head. But we're talking -4 degrees Fahrenheit. When it goes negative in Fahrenheit, you know it's cold. So and that's just Indiana. I even heard some people say -10 around here. Up north, you guys in Michigan, you guys in Canada, I mean, you better prepare. Don't go out there and expect to somehow, you know, not have to think about the fact that this is such intense cold that, you know, you go out without things covering your extremities. Especially if this is your first or second winter doing Wim Hof method, or just cold exposure in general. Maybe you're just a polar bear, and I love that too. Remember, your extremities, they will shut down the blood flow. It's going to hurt, and it's going to make you want to go in faster than if you have boots on and hands, something on your hands, something over your ears. Give your, like, something over your neck. It's not cheating. It's not cheating. You're still wearing very little clothing in extremely cold conditions. You're doing an amazing thing that most people wouldn't even try. So don't feel like, and I think there's this weird kind of culture of cold, which I love, but there's this weird kind of a guilt that's like, well, I've got to go do it, you know, the extreme way. No, you don't. You're going to go do it you're running your own race, first of all, but you're going to go out there, and it's so much better to go out there and enjoy it, have a great time, be out there longer because your extremities aren't killing you. And then you go in, and then you can do it again the next day, or, you know, you can have a lot of fun with it, play around with it. So don't feel like you have to go barefoot. I would highly recommend, I don't know why I haven't really done much talk about this, but really be careful with your extremities. Frostbite is a real thing. It is a real danger. And just because we're doing, you know, more than what most of us think we're able to do doesn't mean that frostbite doesn't affect us. Wim Hof himself got frostbite. Yeah. If you didn't know about this, whenever Wim Hof ran his marathon above the Arctic Circle in nothing but shorts, and he did it barefoot, yeah, he got frostbite. Like, he was frostbitten well into it, but he finished it, proving that we are capable of far more than we ever dreamed, and that he's one tough mother. But he did get frostbite, okay? And whenever he was climbing Mount Everest, you notice, just take a look at some of the video. He's not barefoot. He's most of the time he's not barefoot. And actually the reason why he couldn't go up any further was because he was still recovering from the frostbite on his feet. So frostbite is a real thing. When we're about to experience these extreme colds, enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. Everybody that knows me, they're like, hey, you know, they hate me because they know how much I'm going to enjoy the cold weather, because they don't enjoy it. But the point is, don't make us look bad. Don't make cold lovers look bad like we're a bunch of idiots, right? Go out there and respect the cold, because you are stronger than you'll ever know, right? You are stronger and you're more capable than our conditioning has led us to believe. But the cold is a force of nature, and it ultimately is stronger than us. I don't care who you are, if you're Wim Hof or whoever you are. If you stay out in the cold long enough, it will eventually win. So understand, I am doing this to benefit my health. I'm doing this to benefit my confidence, to overcome fear. I'm doing this because I am here to challenge myself. I'm not here to kill myself. I want to be able to recover from this. I don't want to have to go to the doctor and then they're like, well, you know, what happened? Well, I was walking outside, you know, in the snow for a kilometer, and you know, barefoot. And the doctor's gonna be like, well, of course you have frostbite. You're walking outside in the snow. You're like, no, it's cool, because don't make us look bad. Don't make us look bad. Anyway, guys, I'm looking forward to making some more videos this week about this cold exposure that's about to happen. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Take a look at my blog post about this issue, and don't forget to go out there and be nice to people.